Olympic champion Natalie Coughlin has never been an easy one to catch. Ask her competitors in the 100-meter backstroke. Coughlin took gold in Athens. She took gold in Beijing. And she intends to take gold in London.
It's cliche, and I've said this so many times, but it's icing on the cake, and that's really true. Everything else is icing on the cake. So I don't feel that pressure that I have before, but in a good way.
But despite an insane training schedule, her role as spokesperson for the California Dried Plum Association, and Dancing with the Stars, and modeling in this year's Sports Illustrated swimsuit edition, wearing only body paint, we finally tracked down the 11-time medalist and coaxed her into a sit-down interview on her latest passion, food.
Asparagus is in season right now and amazing.
Indeed it is.
So I would definitely say that.
At your guys' home, do you guys have like a little garden, vegetable garden?
We started off with, I believe, 5 vegetable beds, and now we're up to 7. And then we added the chicken coop at the top. Yeah, I basically grow based on what I like to eat. So either what I can't get in the stores or at the farmer's market, or what I eat tons of. Thank you. So having the herb bed is so nice because it's cheap. You know, it's a really cheap way to get everything that you need. And then one of my beds, about 2/3 of it is kale. It's probably 25 different plants of kale, and because I eat tons of kale.
It's yummy.
And it's yummy. I enjoy making kale chips. I use it in smoothies.
I was just gonna say, I just had it 2 days ago.
Yeah, and it's fantastic.
So what vegetable do you run away from?
None really. I really enjoy most vegetables. There are very few that I don't enjoy, and if I don't enjoy them at first, it's usually because they're not prepared properly. So turnips I didn't like for a while just because I thought they were bitter or whatever, but once I had them really nicely caramelized, I'm like, wow, I love these. Or even Brussels sprouts. A lot of people don't like them because they think of them as being steamed, but then people started roasting them and throwing in a little bacon and realized how delicious they are.
Now, I learned a big lesson because I was considered a horrible child, picky eater. And I wasn't a picky and horrible, just I was discerning.
Yeah.
And this is bad to say on tape, but my mom went, that era too.
Right.
They baked and steamed the heck out of all the good
stuff. And my mom's a fantastic cook, but I remember not liking asparagus and thinking it was awful, but realizing that she just, overcooked it.
I don't know what she would have said about my asparagus.
Can you guess?
Maybe that I cooked it too long? That it was kind of mushy? That was in the old days. Was that it?
I was exposed to a lot of German cuisine and a lot of Filipino cuisine as a kid, and I liked most of it, but it was always funny for St. Patrick's Day, we're Irish as well, but my mom would make corned beef and cabbage and rice, and that's how I thought you were supposed to have it, because we would have white rice with everything, and I remember going to St. Patrick's Day party and being like, where's the rice? And they're like, what are you talking about? It's potatoes. And we're like, no, my family would have it with rice, and rice and eggs for breakfast. That's a very Filipino thing.
Loved rice and eggs. Fried rice and eggs in the morning was her breakfast of champions.
With soy sauce.
With soy sauce.
Yeah, it's definitely influenced my cuisine, but my grandma makes the best lumpia, and it's funny because I could tell hers from any one of her sisters. I could blind taste test. I could tell you which one's my grandma's versus any of her sisters.
So, and that got handed down to my mom. Out of her 10 brothers and sisters,
I really think that she developed her skills and her love of cooking after she was eating the dormitory food, because she said she didn't really care for the dorm food, so she was reading a lot of recipes and stuff, and even when she was home, they would be watching Food Channel all the time when they were little.
Yeah.
They were little, they would watch food channels instead of cartoons.
Yeah, it's funny what people tend to respond to more. Like obviously, Dancing with the Stars, a lot of people were like, "Oh my God, that's so cool!" But when I was on Iron Chef, like I can't tell you how many people have told me how much they enjoyed watching that or loved that show and can't believe that it was on it. And I've gotten so much response from that. Unbelievable.
But I like chopped liver.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. I eat quite a bit when during training, but once I get to competition mode and you're racing as much, it goes into overdrive how much you need to ingest. And it becomes a chore. There's no pleasure